Wake up, sleepyheads, and what's up? It's the small baller with the D, the Curry lookalike, the P to the J, PJ here, and I am super hyped today because your boy is in the top 100 for the second week in a row in solo battles. And I know that solo battles can be a grind. They can be just as rage-inducing and infuriating and difficult as if you played head-to-head with somebody using all the cheese and best one-play touchdowns they could find. But today, I am going to show you guys a foolproof method to guarantee, that's right, I said guarantee, I promise you that this will get you a battle score of 24,500 points every game minimum. If you follow this method and you don't screw it up when you in your games, you will get no less than 24,500 points every game, and you can get yourself in the top 100 too. So let's go ahead and get into it right now. No more waste of time. Let's go. Alright, first I want to show you the defense I run. It's at a nickel 2-4-5 double A gap. Now I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, it's mid blitz. No, I don't run mid blitz like everybody else says it's the best. I feel like this play is better. It's cover one hole. It's the play right above mid blitz. And what I do is if the quarterback is in shotgun, I leave everybody in man coverage and I get easy picks like this. Take that to the crib, young man. That's an easy touchdown right there. I'll show you guys later how I set it up to know when to blitz and when to play coverage, but I like covering one hole a lot better. Now, after the score, I kick off. I never kick off fully. I always squib kick for 3 reasons. It saves time, it keeps the computer from breaking all your team's tackles and getting the touchdown, and when you get a stop, you're gonna get more yards on your stats when you get the ball back. Back on defense again, they're under center. I blitz the middle linebacker that is covering the running back every time. If the quarterback is under center, I blitz that linebacker, and I will blitz a lot of times with my safety myself. Here, they're in shotgun. I leave everybody in man. I user the safety that's in the deep blue, and I just go out in coverage. Coverage was great on this play. That allowed me to get yet another pick. I know the pressure wasn't the greatest, but a lot of times you're gonna get some kind of block shed or you can blitz yourself. I just wanted to be in coverage on that play. So again, an easy stop. Now in the first and the third quarter, I will run 5 wide receiver verticals. And if I see a linebacker in the middle of the field, I streak the tight end and slant the receiver that's right next to him and just make a good read. Most of the time, the drag or the slant route's gonna be open, but your first read is always that tight end. You wanna see where the linebacker is because you can get big plays. But right here, there's no linebacker in the middle of the field at all. I slant the tight end this time and zig the other receiver, and you're gonna get that all day. A lot of times you'll get more yards, but right there, the safety came down and made a good tackle. But another reason why I run verticals is because if you get that look where there's no linebacker in the middle of the field, it's man coverage. And you can take off for tons of rushing yards just like that and get you a lot of rushing yards and touchdowns that way. That's what I do. If I try to get at least 100 rushing yards every game because I feel like that's going to get you a lot more points than just chucking it up for 800 passing yards. Again, in the red zone, verticals 5 wide, you slant the receiver if there's nobody in the middle, and if they don't cover that slant, take the slant and get a passing touchdown or run it in like I just did. Back on defense, under center is the quarterback. We're going to blitz the linebacker who's covering the running back, and then blitz our safety or our user through the tackle and the guard. There's going to be a hole between the tackle and the guard that opens up every time if you do that. And you can get easy sacks, just run straight through it and make a play. Right here, again, under center, I'm going to blitz the linebacker who's covering the man. Bam, run through with my user. If that was a pass play, that's an easy user sack. In solo battles, you want to do everything user. So if you can get user picks, user sacks, tackles, jukes, everything. Solo battles test your user skills, so you'll get more points when you do user things. Right there, I'm just showing you guys yet again that this will work. You can just blitz through the hole between the tackle and the guard, and you'll get easy sacks. Right there, he threw it away, and we didn't get the stop, but it's all good. We're getting the ball back. On the punt and kick returns, I do not return punts and kicks. I will either call fair catch or I will take the ball to the 15-yard line to keep myself from getting in trouble with a safety if they insta-shed and get an easy sack. And I get more yards on my stats at the end of the game because we're further back, so it's going to be more yards when we drive down the field. In the second and the fourth quarter, I will run a levels play. So just find a trips formation or something that has this little sweet table route with the running back. If you look at the running back's route, he goes straight into the flats. It cannot be covered by the computer at all. You just eat with this all the way down the field and get out of bounds every time. Don't try and juke, don't try to get extra yards. Just go down the field just like that, get out of bounds. You will get so many completions, so many your percentage of pass completions will be really high, and you'll get tons of points that way. Again, in the red zone again, 5 wide verticals, read that slant. If the slant is covered, don't throw it, take off and run, and get you a rushing touchdown again. Back on defense, just another example. They're in pistol this time. In pistol, I count that as being under center. So I blitz the linebacker who's covering the running back, and I go out in coverage. Right there, I should have had a pick, but I messed up on my user a little bit, because what I started to realize was when the computers go in trips formations, they like to pick on the corner who's guarding the receiver who's by himself on the other side, and he tears him up because the corner will dumb out. So I started to double team that guy and get easy stops, and it will work. Just if you want to do coverage, go out and get that guy. Now right here, screwed up. I'm showing you guys, if you mess up, don't trip. It happens. It's solo battles. I missed a tackle, got an easy big gain. Luckily they only got 3, but just be calm, make your reads. Again, 5 wide verticals. That's the first read we want every time. If that linebacker comes up, we shoot it straight into the tight end just like that. Just driving down the field, just cut a little bit. We're doing the same thing. No huddle, always no huddle if you can't get out of bounds. But right here, I wanted to get a big chunk play, so I went to PA crossers. I do use that every now and then just to get a big play touchdown, just like that, or a bunch of yards at once. But there is a way that the defense tells me when to switch to PA crossers, and I'll show you that later. 5 wide, I always blitz my safety. I don't even think about it. If they don't have a running back in the backfield, shoot your safety straight through that line, that hole between the center and the guard. I'm sorry, the tackle and the guard. That time, he got scared, went off, false started, so we got the penalty right there, and it pushed them back even further for this. It was 3rd and 13. We go out in coverage just to make sure they don't pick it up, because I didn't want them to have the ball anymore. Great coverage. We get the coverage sack. If you see that happening, try and click onto your D lineman real quick, and you get a user sack, which will be more points. So back on offense in the 4th quarter, again, 2nd and 4th quarter where you can get out of bounds to stop the clock, do the table route. Find you a levels play. It's in every playbook. Find that table route and just pick on it all day. Don't even look at any other read. If it gets locked up for any reason, then don't throw it. But most of the time it's always open. Now here's the read, here's the look I'm telling you that the defense gives when you should switch to PA crossers, or at least that's when I switch to PA crossers. I streak the tight end, I drag route that middle receiver, and I just roll out, and they're saying here's free points, here's a free touchdown right here. When that corner and that safety creep up on the line of scrimmage for some stupid reason, it leaves that field wide open. Switch to PA crossers, hit that deep crossing route, and you'll get easy touchdowns. Now here I went for 2. I normally only kick field goals because I don't really have a good 2-point conversion play. This toss play I have is okay, but if you have I formation close, where the receivers are kind of squished up closer to the line, and there's a toss play in that formation, it is unstoppable. So if you have that play in your playbook, use it every time. Go for 2 every time. You'll get it. The computers can't stop it. Just another example, 5 wide. They were driving down the field a little bit after that score, so I wanted to make sure to get that stop, and I went in coverage, and look what I got. A nice pick, and then a little whoop, and then I did a little juke, and we're taking it to the house. My 3rd pick 6 of this game, guys. 4 picks in all in this game. It happens all the time. Especially, that's why I do cover 1 hole, because that 3 receiver hook is like a second user. So I feel more free to make my own plays and not stress about giving something big up. Right here, they're in the split shotgun. Just make coverage. I was feeling myself. I messed up. I kicked the ball off to begin with. This is why you always squib. And I was so hype off that pick 6. I messed up. I gave him this was the easiest play. Everybody was in hook curls, which it should have been so easy to stop, but it's solo battle, so they get an easy touchdown off that. But I stress again, do not freak out if you give up points. It's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world. Luckily, this was the end of the game. If it happens to you at the beginning, don't trip. Just keep playing, keep going through this method. Don't get frustrated like I'm about to show you right now. I was really pissed. I'm gonna be honest. I was frustrated that I gave up that touchdown. So I started to try and do my bread and butter. It wasn't working. And solo battles, when one thing goes wrong, it starts to avalanche and a lot of stuff goes wrong. You just gotta fight through it. Right there, I took a sack. I was super pissed. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get this yard. Forget that, I'm gonna get this touchdown back ASAP. So I tried to do PA crossers, which I had no reason to do it. And I'm backed up. I could have took a safety right here. But I throw it, and Vic throws it 50 yards away from my receiver, so I'm extra mad. I got myself a little bit composed, was able to make a few check down reads to get down the field, and then I was like, you know what, let's just see what we can get at the end of this game. Luckily, hit an accurate pass on the PA crossers, got a last minute touchdown, and that was the game. I already knew after I had gotten a few picks that I was gonna get to 24,500, but that just helped me out a lot. I'm telling you guys, this method is the way to go. I'm sure there's other ways. I'm sure there might even be better ways, but this way works for me. I know it will work for you guys. You will get 25,500 points minimum doing it like this, and you may get more. If you're better if you might have a better team, be a better player than me, have a better team. But look, right there, ranked 75, I'm in the top 75, top 100 for the second week in a row. Last week, I got in the top 60. This week, I didn't do as hot, but that's how it goes. But you will get top 75 at least. So until the next time, guys, that's all I got for you. Keep grinding and stay shining, guys. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this video and found it helpful, guys. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.